Hi friends and yogis, it's Rev Shelley Dungan. I'm here in Glen Park where it is absolutely beautiful. It's a nice August morning and I'm sharing a short and sweet practice with you that I hope you'll enjoy. And I'm going to start us off with a reading from Love Poems from the Earth by Kai Seidenberg, and it's called I Take Refuge. And so it's my hope and prayer for each of us, even in this short period of time, that we would find refuge, a respite, sanctuary on our yoga mat within our practice, and a chance to just kind of regroup and let go. I take refuge in the quiet strength of oaks, the vibrant green of new grasses, the bright gold of buttercups. I take refuge in the steady hum of bees, the gentle murmur of streams, the sweet songs of sparrows. I take refuge in the warmth of the sun, the freshness of breeze, the boundless blue of the sky. In all of these and more, I take refuge. I take shelter. I am held, embraced, and enveloped. So let's move our energy. You can join me by starting in a standing position, and you don't need any props for this. You could probably even do it without a yoga mat. That would be fine. And I'd like you to anchor into your feet. Spread your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Your toes are pointed forward. You can spread the toes, lift them up, and then settle them back down and feel that landing down more fully into your feet. And then also take your hands, give them a rub, and then point your palms gently toward the ground. Try to find a nice relaxed standing structure where you can feel a sense of being connected to the ground, whether you kinesthetically feel it through your hands and feet or not, or it's just the gesture and the intention. Either way, that's fine. So I want you to anchor your energy right into the space where you are, whether you're practicing indoors or outdoors, anywhere at all. Anchor down through the feet, through the palms, and then relax and sink your breath down, down, down into your lower abdomen. You might hear the cicadas up in the trees here, or some birds chirping in the background. Not sure if that will come through for you, but it's part of my experience here. So take in the sights and sounds of the environment where you're practicing, maybe a gentle smile or a nod to your surroundings. And then in the breath, we're exchanging with our surroundings. We're receiving on the inhalation and we're releasing on the exhalation. So every practice is a chance to release what we don't need and to welcome the freshness of what we do need. So spiral the hands a little bit here. Again, just anchoring into that sense of gravity or earth force, as we might call it. We're going to do a little standing flow before we come down onto our seat. So I'd like us to reach down toward the ground any amount, and with those soft, open hands, slide your palms up the front of your body. Take them out wide, reach overhead, and draw down. So we're integrating above and below, dark and light, yin and yang. So let's breathe it up. Energy coming up through the soles of the feet. Next inhale, drawing energy down from above through the top of the head. And we're starting our journey into balance. Deep in breath, rising. Out breath to pause. In breath to reach up. And let's stay with that flow a little bit and start to pay attention to your spine. You're rounding as you come forward. You're re-stacking as you come to standing. Maybe a little back bending when you reach up. And when you breathe out and draw down again, it's nice, long spine, relaxed body. 2 more times. Slow, deep breath, bring it up. Exhale, pause to integrate. Inhale, ready to receive more. Inspiration, guidance, sense of belonging. 1 more time. Gathering in those healing resources we need from Mother Earth, receiving them with gratitude, reaching up, drawing down what we need from above. come by your side. Re-step onto each foot, make sure it's nice and wide. Softly bend the knees, sink the tail, stack your body up. And a little spinal warm-up here, continuing our spinal warm-up. Empty coat sleeves, it's called in yoga. Kind of knocking and winding up the Tai Chi pole. In Qigong and Tai Chi. We're letting the hands slap against the sides of the body. So we're waking up energy, unclogging, decongesting energy. We want it to be moving smoothly through the pathways by the time we're done with this short, sweet practice. Come on up, rotate around, turning from the waist, tapping up into the chest. Maybe exhale through an open mouth, give yourself some relief. Or blow it out through your nose, through your mouth. Good. And then wind it back down. Come back to standing. Find when you are still and just give a moment or two of notice. Notice that you're a little more wakeful in your inner body, a little more settled in your environment, and you're glad that you took this time for yourself. Let's do a little side bending. Again, bend the knees a little, sink the tailbone, keep the chin relatively tucked in toward your throat. Lift your left ear to the sky. Feel your right fingertips dangle toward the ground. And then slowly come back up. Feel the effort of coming back. Lift your right ear toward the sky. Sink down. Feel your left fingertips drape toward the ground. And then we're going to flow between that several times. You're going to sense into your body. Maybe this little side bending is primarily up in the neck area. Or maybe it feels good and you want to go further down, bringing the side bending up into the mid-back. And we're protecting the low back with that little bend to the knees. Let the head move freely. Another time side to side. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Let's walk to the top of the mat. And we're going to drop down onto the right knee and have the left foot forward. So we're going to come into a little series with a kneeling lunge. You're going to stack your hands on your left knee. You're going to press the pelvis slightly forward toward the heel and a little bit of pulsing here. So we're kind of working our way down from standing to the ground. And this little bit of pulsing is doing a couple of things. We're connecting with the strength of the left thigh. We're moving the front of the right hip open. We've got the hands on the knee if we need it for stability. And if we don't, we can find stillness in the lunge, the generous press of the pelvis forward. We can take the arms out. We'll do a little spinal cord breathing. So spread your fingers wide. Your elbows are about shoulder height, similar to goddess. You might look up if your balance allows for that. And then when you breathe out, squeeze your fists around your spine. Bring your elbows together. Look down. Retract the abdomen in. We're going to flow like that. So hips come forward any amount. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, squeeze, draw the navel in, elbows toward each other. A few times like that. We're moving the fluid through the spine, pumping it up into the brain. Right, we're tending into the lower body between strengthening and opening. And of course, a little coordination with movement and breath. Nice. This time, open up, come out like you're holding a big, big beach ball. Pause. Good. Look down. You can bring your right hand down onto the mat and your left hand onto your left knee. If you had a block, you could put it under your right hand. And we're just going to give a nice little twist here to the left. So being down on the right palm is not working well for you. You can be right back up, stacked on the knee, and just rotate around. Bring your navel, ribs, and chest to the left. Contact with that left knee and thigh could help. Tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Just feel the right side of your neck open a bit. And face back forward. Let's bring the hands down inside the front knee. Make it a little easier to sweep around. Left knee is down. Right foot comes forward. And we take our time, stacking hands on the right knee. Walk that foot to the right if you feel tippy. A little bit of pulsing forward and back. Center and ground into the sole of your right foot. Firm that right thigh. Open the front of your left hip as you press it gently forward and back. Stay steady with your breathing. Good. I'm going to pause at a level that you can sustain in the lunge. Hands come up, goddess arms, fingers wide. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, spinal cord breathing, lymph pumping. Exhale, elbows together. That's the flow. Inhale, open as wide as you can. Breathe deeply. Exhale, pull back with the navel, squeeze the elbows together. Several more times. Purging breath would be appropriate. Right, you want to cleanse your energy. And then whatever's left over, you want to circulate. Spread it around. You might have felt lately like you're kind of in a bit of a jam, like you're stuck in traffic, that congested feeling. And we want to loosen everything up so you can have flow. Nice. And then bring the hands down, right hand to right knee, left hand to the mat, preparing for a kneeling lunge. Twist to the right. If you prefer, you can be right stacked up, engaged with that right knee and right thigh, and twist to the right. You can tilt your right ear to your right shoulder, lifting left ear up. A little moment for left side of the neck to stretch. Excellent. Let's come on out. Hands down inside the front foot, both knees on the mat. Now we're in tabletop. Draw your chin towards your chest, round your spine. A few rounds of cat and cow. So inhaling, lifting up the hips and the chest. Exhale, round and tuck. Find that flow for yourself. And in and out. Not rushing. And start to rock it slightly forward and back. So if you press back to an extended child's pose, and then come on forward into a kneeling push-up, that might feel pretty good. So using the core to bring the hips back, ribs toward the thighs, forehead toward the ground. Inhaling, coming forward, open the front body up from those kneecaps up to the chest. A few times back and forth. If you'd like, curl your toes under, slide up into a little downward facing dog. Widen your footing, make it easier on yourself. Widen your hands out so pinky toes, pinky fingers are near the edges of the mat. Wag your tail side to side. Walk the dog, bending one knee and lengthening the other leg. You can also kind of move one side of your chest toward the ground and then the other. Beautiful. And let's walk the feet back a little further. Come on forward until you can bring your kneecaps down. Slowly lower and come onto your forearms for a little Sphinx pose, a little belly down, back bend moment. So I'd like you to lengthen from your navel out through your toes. Sink your pelvis toward the earth. You can draw your navel up slightly. Your nose points down. Take a few breaths. Connect with the sense of the earth force right underneath your palms, the tops of your feet, and your pelvis. And stay as you are, but just pull your elbows towards your hips. Slide your ribs any amount forward. Pull your shoulder blades down towards your back waist. Softly gaze out in front of you. And take a few breaths here. That might do it for you. And then you come down to a belly down rest. Or you might want to join me in pivoting the hands out slightly toward the front corners of the mat. And just pulsing up and down. Lifting the elbows slightly off the ground and then come back. Kind of pulsing down into your low back. Your kidneys and adrenal glands getting a healthy little squeeze. We're inviting the shoulders to stay fairly relaxed and down. Beautiful. And then we're going to lower ourselves down. Our elbows are wide. Stack your hands. Put the right side of your head down on your hands. Bend at the knees. And windshield wiper your feet side to side. And really get those feet rocking left and right so you get a nice roll and a loosening through your low back, your whole spine, your pelvis. Then pause with your feet. Come up with the head, turn the other way. Put your left cheek down. Do the same thing. Inhaling, swishing your feet side to side. Excellent. We'll slow that down and find our way back to child's pose. Wide knee child's pose. You're going to step the knees forward and wide. Tuck your chin towards your chest, gaze back towards your toes. Ease your hips towards your heels. And respecting limitations of the knees. Drop down onto your elbows. Stack your hands. Rest your forehead. Again, keep the chin drawn in. You want to keep the back nice and rounded and open. Breathe in, breathe out. Just pause right there if that's working for you. Smooth inhalations, smooth exhalations. Good. We're going to press ourselves out of child's pose when we're ready. And drop down onto your hips and join me in a wide straddle. So you're going to slide those heels out, and it takes a little maneuvering sometimes to get out to that full straddle that feels good for the day. You can take the padding of the buttocks, pull it back a little bit, and then just give a little tap, little pat onto the thighs and the hips. And just encouraging relaxation in inseam of the legs down and up. And then we'll just each find a little fold forward. So some people will tilt slightly and that's gonna feel like a lot of stretch. Others of us need to come further forward to kind of feel the same amount of stretch. And we can let the head relax forward to any amount. Settle your energy, settle your mind right down into your body, right close to the ground. Feel your sitting bones, maybe feel like they're moving back behind you as your rib cage moves forward. And if you are prone toward a tight neck, you can sway your head side to side. Nice. And then walk your fingertips right back in. Slide your right leg forward. Take your left leg and tuck your left heel in. So either you can keep this leg formation or up and over with the left leg to increase the stretch in the outside of your left hip. Let's take the right hand and cup the front of the left knee and just see that that right leg is long with the toes pointing up. And then take your left hand back behind you and then get your spine nice and long, rooted from the sitting bones right up through the whole center channel of the body. And you can keep the right palm here or hook your wrist, forearm, or elbow wrapped around that left knee and give yourself a good, generous, deep twist here. Cleansing breaths on the twist are called for. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Getting a little freer, a little clearer, a little cleaner as we go. Beautiful. Turn to face the front. Lean back on your palms, bend your right knee, and carry with it your left ankle crossed right over that right knee. So I'm supporting myself with the hands. I've got that figure 4 shape. And then I would like you to drop your legs side to side, slow enough that you're exploring the stretch that's possible here for you on the top side, outside of your right hip. Same thing on the left hip. This nice revolving around the belt channel of the body or the waist area. Nice. And then pause and lean your chest forward any amount. Slide your right heel in if you need a deeper stretch right here. Good, good. Let's release that. Left leg goes long. We're sitting up tall. Staff pose. Slide your right heel in. Maybe you're going to stay here before we twist to the right, or maybe you're going to cross over. Sit squarely down, again, up with the spine. Cup with the left palm, right hand back behind. From your rootedness down into the ground, all points of contact pushing down. Rotate around and consider how you might like to position your left arm around your right knee. Breathe soft belly, relaxed belly inhales. Firm belly exhale, maybe blowing the breath out through your mouth. Welcome this sense of clearing your body, decongesting, freeing up the flow. When you're ready, face back forward, lean back, support yourself on your hands. Lean back enough to slide your left heel back. Get your right ankle crossed over. You're going to push that right knee slightly forward. And you're going to rock a little side to side. And then I encourage you to come as far left and right as you can. Wonderful. Nice. Let's just release that. Sit up nice and tall, your heels toward the front corners of the mat. Slide your hands down in the direction of your knees, in the direction of your feet. Softly drape forward. And prepare to roll down onto your back for just a little mini Shavasana. So roll on down. You can keep your legs positioned into that wide V, and then do the same thing with your arms. Stretch out like a reclining 5-pointed star. Put a little energy into the reach, and then relax. You can shift position of your arms or legs. So I'm just going to guide you. I'm going to close you with a reading, but it's my hope that you could stay a little bit longer after this video is over in your relaxed position. Allow your body to continue flowing, that new moving, fresh energy, revitalizing your life force, healing your organs. To say yes to the releasing of your body weight into the force of gravity pulling you downward. Say yes into rest, this much needed quality for most of us. And this is from the Sage's Tao Te Ching. It's a book of wisdom. Hope is always waiting. The wise one sees life in deeper ways, sees intricate patterns of beauty embedded in life's fabric, sees comfort woven within the pain, and sees gain shining amidst the loss. The wise one, the sage, sees forgiveness binding up resentment's wounds and sees life always rising out of death. So much of our perception is conditioned by our fears and our desires. We must learn to see the things that others cannot see, and then we must assure them of the beauty that is hidden there. So, wise one, look deeply into your life. Search out the hidden things within your present circumstances. There is beauty there. Comfort and forgiveness are available. Hope is always waiting for you to find her. Message to trust the process of life. Trust the timing of the universe. Trust your intuition to guide you. So may you continue to rest if time is allowed for that. And if not, I'm just going to close us, bringing both hands over the heart, giving a bow, a generous wish for each one of you for peace, health, and happiness now and always. Namaste. May you be well.